everyone, it is Mitchell aka The Walker in Orlando, and welcome back to day 3 of our very maritime cruise. Today, it's a day at sea. As you can see, we're going to be traveling all day today as we head on down to Cozumel, Mexico. So that means today, it's going to be a lot of things doing around the ship. We're going to go to some trivia, we're going to check out any activities. And this morning I'm going to head up to Cove Cafe to get specialty coffee. So it's going to be a very, very good, relaxing day. Won't be as crazy as it was yesterday. Yesterday was just non-stop. But today, it should be a little more relaxing, but still a lot of fun. So make sure you guys do stick around today, because we hang out a day at sea. What is cool also is I don't think I even looked at it on our last cruise, but this little spot right here, that is the bridge, like the captain's bridge. When we left Miami yesterday, or Miami 2 days ago, the captain and or one of his officers were right here, and that's how they control the side-to-side motion of the ship, because you know, like, we are going forward, but there is points where they need to make the ship go side to side, especially when we're docking at ports or something. And you can see actually there's a guy standing out there right now. They actually control, that helps control it so they can see over the side. So like when we pulled out of Miami, they could look out over this side and pull us out, while probably someone on the other side was telling him where he was. So gonna jump on the elevator right here, going up to deck 11. Head to the Cove Cafe to get some coffee. I'm out here so early that even the aqueduct hasn't even started running yet for the morning. But I do love just walking out onto the main pool deck, looking at everything. It's just so much fun. I don't know why. I love this. Like, just being able to walk around and you can look out, and like I said, we're just slowly making our way through the ocean. Came on up to the Cove Cafe and actually got a caramel hazelnut mocha this morning. So it's about $6, so it's a little more on the expensive side than just getting like regular coffee, and I don't think I'm going to come back very often. I think maybe one more time on this cruise. But look at the little Mickey they put right on top. Can't imagine anything better than having my coffee on a cruise ship out at sea right now. And also, it's a very big cup. Also, the fact that they give you one of these little cards for the Cove Cafe, it's like Starbucks rewards, where if you buy a certain number of Starbucks drinks, you then get a free one. So I have to spend almost $7 every day for 5 drinks. So I would spend $35 to get a free $7 drink. I mean, I get why. If for those of you, like, if you come in and buy 2 or 3 drinks at a time, and you know, you have the money to do it, then sure. But I just knew today and maybe our other day at sea, I'll want coffee. So I've been really showing you the adult section area. So this area, and what I love the most about it are the hot tubs. The hot tubs are off to the side, looking out over these windows over the sea. Also, these seats look absolutely amazing. Then there is the swimming pool right there with the Cove bar, where actually you could sit in the water and have your drink of choice if you like. Now, like me, I don't drink. I am more a foodie. You can tell that they are expecting a very busy day at sea today, because they've got a lot of the loungers out and ready. They've got everything pretty much setting up, because a day at sea tends to be their busiest on ship, because like Castaway Key, almost everyone goes off the ship. In Mexico, you're gonna get probably half and half will stay on ship, half will stay off the ship, will go off the ship, and then another day at sea. So these days at sea are gonna be a lot busier. You can see they are rolling up some towels for you, so that when you come up, you don't have to worry about getting a towel. They do say they do not want you reserving like seats and stuff ahead of time. Oh, I wonder if we'll see this. There goes the water on the aqueduct, which means that that's opening up right now. We're definitely going to be riding that today. I have already said I want to ride it. There's also a couple of fun, intriguing things that I want to see today. There's actually 2 times today something called Making of the Dream, which actually is like a history on the Disney Cruise Line. And then there's a couple of cruise line trivias we want to try today, because we've learned so much more about the cruise line since our first cruise. And then I think there is a few other things we want to do today. It's just going to be one of those kind of like, we're going to take it as we can go kind of day. I think maybe we'll do bingo as well. That does cost money for us to do it, but maybe we'll go try it out. This is like one of my favorite things to do, is like to explore the ship when not very many people are up yet, because I love the fact that I can come down like into the atrium. There'll not be very many people, so I can really look at everything, kind of just take a relaxing time as I walk around sipping on my coffee. Currently waiting for our room service breakfast to come in, and then we're gonna go eat breakfast at Royal Palace, have a full breakfast as well, because all you do on a cruise is you eat and you eat some more. So I think our plan is that this morning at 9:15 there is Disney Cruise Line trivia, and I want to show you that this morning. Then at 10 a.m., which so Cruise Line trivia will be in pub 687, which will be, it's one of the bars. Wow, that sunlight. That's down in the like district area, which is like all the lounges and bars. Then at 10 o'clock in 687 is the King of the Dream. So that's the one thing we wanted to do. Outside that, not really much else we have like super planned. I know it's gonna be kind of a slower day today, but we will probably go up, hang out in some pools, ride the aqueduct a couple times today. So a lot of things still to look forward to today. Plus seeing just what a day at sea looks like on the Disney Dream. Also, I haven't had a chance to check any of this stuff out because it's usually packed right here. There's a Bon Voyage, which is one of the bars, but look at the mural. So the mural has it looks like for Port Canaveral. We got the Disney Dream in like the 1920s attire. There's a reason why I love just to come out here, because like I was able to walk up the grand staircase, which normally is blocked off this time of the day, or most of the day because of character meet and greets or whatever's going on. And I was able to walk right up it. There's no one out. People out on the promenade desk running. I would have done it running this morning, but because I ran yesterday, I did the 5K yesterday, I'm going to hold off. I think tomorrow morning I'll run, and I'll show you guys what that's like. So not only can you order continental breakfast to your room, there are usually two places you can usually go to eat, and one of those usually can be Cabanas, which is the buffet like we ate yesterday before going on to Castaway Cay, and then they do have Royal Palace, like I said, down there. So I think we're gonna go eat at Royal Palace today since we ate breakfast at Cabanas yesterday. Also, they just flipped over the Christmas songs. Alright then. It's a little on the early side. Caffeine hasn't fully hit yet. So our room service breakfast showed up. And I'll tell you what, this donut, I don't know what it is. I think it's just a vanilla based donut with this like marbling on it. It's literally so good. Having breakfast at the Enchanted Garden this morning, but this is pretty cool. Kayla said that the cool thing about this is that they have the portholes. I would love to sit next to one of the portholes, but it definitely looks like this usually could be a buffet. This used to be a buffet. Looks like this used to be a buffet style. This looks like it used to be a buffet.
Oh, it totally did.
Alright, so we ended up having breakfast at the Enchanted Garden, which is where we had dinner the first night. And it was really good. It's the standard like breakfast that they usually offer. So like the DCL Express. I had the Southern Hash again. Kayla had Belgian waffles, which looked really good with the Australian blueberry compote. So it was very, very good. And what's nice is because that's also all included with your stuff as well. So it's nice. So now we're going up to pub 687 to go watch something called Making of the Dream.
Where does it come from? Start with a spark of inspiration. Cast off the pin. Set sail into imagination and see how far it takes you.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one day that we all started by love.
We wanted to take the Disney storytelling and what WDI does with creating immersive environments and take it to the next level.
Elegance and sophistication mingle with Disney storytelling and whimsy. Expand your imagination while being shrunk to the size of a toy. Immerse yourself in the sparkling charms of a home fit for Tinkerbell, or relax and unwind in an expansive ocean view sanctuary. Guests of all ages will revel in the incredible venues specially designed to host every member of the family.
The Disney Dream will take the family cruise market to all new heights with transformative experiences, magical encounters, and memories for a lifetime.
So this is really cool. So this is pub 687, and the reason it's called 687 is because of the fact that 687 was the project number of the Disney Dream, because when they wanted to build the Dream and the Fantasy after the Magic and Wonder, it ended up taking over 10 years because they had to wait for a spot to open up at the shipyard. And so this relates back to that. So they actually start out with the concept art, or the schematics over there, and then they have pictures and stuff showing everything from the time being built all the way up to the 3D model right there. So it's really cool actually to know that. Plus they said that the There's like a little keel for like from the keel laying, but also all these pieces right here, these are steel pieces, and these are actually from when the ship was being built, when they cut out pieces. So this is actual steel that is used for this ship right now. So they showed us a picture of the keel laying ceremony. Now, we talked about this a couple times, especially on my TikTok and a little bit here, is that the keel laying is when they lay down the name and everything, and usually there's always a couple of couple special people with it, especially with the Disney one. For the first 4, it was the character. It was the character coming in who's going to be featured, and Captain Tom. Now, Captain Tom is Disney Cruise Line employee #1, and he was the captain who delivered. He sailed out the magic, the wonder, the dream, and the fantasy. Unfortunately, though, he did not deliver. He did not float out, or he did not bring to water the wish, because unfortunately he has retired now though. But because of that, he is called Commodore Tom, because this is his the 4 ships are his fleet, and Commodore means you're in charge of multiple ships. So he's Commodore Tom, but he unfortunately now is retired. Okay, I never show bathrooms because it's weird, but this bathroom in the district location is insane, because you can actually open and close the doors, and they're like little pods. So this is the men's bathroom, which is also just the general design. Hi. Alright, so our plan is we're going to do the art of the show theme, which actually takes us on a walking tour of the ship and talks about the engineering of the ship, which I am super intrigued with. And so, right now what we're going to do is we're going to get ready, we're going to go to the pool and do the aqueduct. So I'm going to make sure, I'm going to leave this camera here, and we'll come back around 1:15, so in about 2 hours. We'll also have lunch there as well, so I'll show you guys that with the GoPro. Luckily with the GoPro, it's a good audio on it, so I can at least talk about what we're eating, because we may either eat cabanas or one of the quick service things as well. So we're gonna do that, and then hopefully ride the aqueduct a couple times. So gonna grab the GoPro and everything for that. Well, I was gonna ride the aqueduct 30+ minutes. Was the entire time up there. So we only were out for an hour or so, then had lunch at Cabanas. Forgot to show all of that. I think I'll go up there probably tomorrow or the next day, show you the entire buffet, and either I'll put it here or I will put it at that time as well, so that you guys can see everything, because there is a lot of options. So now we're gonna quickly shower, and then at 2 o'clock we have a event we want to go to. It's called the Art of Theme Show, which is essentially you walk with someone and they talk about how the Imagineers designed the dream and everything they did with it. So that's gonna be really, really cool. Well, kind of fell asleep for a good solid 30 minutes there. Wow. I did not sleep 100% great last night, but now I'm off to the after the shift to go up to deck 12 to the Mediterranean to go do the tour that they have. I'm excited to learn more about this, and I think then me and Kayla will do it again later, so I'll be able to tell you things as well, and then on the next one, Kayla can get to know it all. So I'm doing the Art of Showtime, which is like a tour of the ship and stuff, and we're in Meridian, which is like the back, which is supposed to be designed like the captain's quarters here in the back. It's all whiskey and stuff, and they actually said like the couch is supposed to be hand luggage, and then there's passports on every wall, and then on the windows and stuff there's actually the world map and stuff.
Paolo, of course, is named, well, what is it named after? Does anyone know what Paolo means in Italian? Pole, absolutely. Why would you call a restaurant pole, right? That's weird. It's not. It's because the gondoliers, when they were done rowing for the night, would tie up their gondolas to the pole, which, interestingly enough, is actually the handle. It's designed to look like the handle of the wine cellar inside of Paolo. Paolo is Italian food. Why Italian food? Beside the fact that it's delicious, right? Well, actually the first 2 ships in our fleet, the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder, were both constructed in Italy. So again, paying respects to our past, right? You don't have to see it, but between deck 12 and deck 13, there's a painting here of Goofy. Goofy is upside down in a first prize trophy with water skis on his feet, and it says Water Ski Championship. Using our context clues, what deck do you think might be right above this one? You're right, and you should say it. Say it again. Sports deck. Yeah, Goofy's sports deck is right above us. So again, as you go from deck 12 to deck 13, the ship is actually showing you what you're about to see. Now the same thing happens when you go down from deck 11 to deck 12. Does everyone see the concept art right behind me, right? So, this is concept art from the movie Ratatouille. It's actually right before Remy falls into the big pot of soup. Does everyone know that scene in the movie? Yep. So this does a few things. Again, it lets you know that you're going to be going somewhere where you're going to be eating, of course. That's the whole theme of the film. And of course, the other layer, you're going to go somewhere where you're eating European food, specifically Parisian cuisine. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little trip. Do you guys like challenges? Sure. Sure, cool. She's like, whatever, yeah, it's fine. I implore you to give this a try. We are going to take the stairs or take the elevator, you're totally welcome to. We're not the first one, we're gonna go down to deck number 5. And as we go all the way down to deck 5 and then we're gonna reconvene, I want you guys to take note of the artwork like this between the decks, all right? So you can talk with each other, you can keep it as a secret, I don't care what you do, but just look at the artwork between the decks as we go down to deck 5. I want you to imagine we're on deck 5, you live here, it's a sea day, you want to go up to Cabanas and get a coffee, right? You live all the way in the back. You go take the stairs, I might as well. The thought process that the Imagineers had, as you go from deck 5 all the way up to deck 11, we're going to slowly wake you up as you go. So everyone look right now, it's black and white, shaded in Pinocchio inside Geppetto's house. And we're gonna slowly add more color. Let's slowly wake you up so it goes from black and white to outlines to a little bit of color, to a little bit more color, and then what's going from deck 10 to 11? Does anyone remember? 10 to 11? Alicia. Donald.
Go cooking.
With the rubber cement. Yes, of course, which, like, don't eat rubber cement, but again, that shows you where you're going to be going. Let's talk about things that would have been beneficial to know on the first day of your cruise, but I'm going to tell you now. It's really, really surprisingly easy to orient yourself in the ship if you know little secrets. So does everyone see this yellow color, this gold color that I'm walking on? It's right there too. If you are on a stateroom deck, so 5 to 10 in the aft of the ship, this color in the stateroom deck elevator lobby is going to be yellow. However, if you are midship, this yellow is going to be blue, like a heather blue on the stateroom decks. And then if you're all the way forward on the stateroom decks, all of this yellow is going to be, this color is going to be red. Oh man, this is great. Now, one of the other reasons I like to end here is because we started all the way at the top of the ship in the back, and now we kind of diagonally made our way to all the way in the front of the ship on kind of the lowest level that you guys are aware of, can go on, we'll say. Has anyone seen the shows in the Walt Disney Theater? Yes. Have they been incredible? Golden Mickey's for last night, Beauty and the Beast tonight. Of course, Walt Disney Theater, Deck 3 and 4 is where your live shows are going to be. And has anyone seen anything in the Buena Vista Movie Theater?
Safety tour?
Safety tour. Send the station. I like you. Okay. The main reason that I end here is because of my friend right here, Mr. Walt Disney. Not to be too cheesy, but he has said, and I always end my tour with this quote, I only hope we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse, right? And it's crazy to me, for me to think about, that this once little tiny cartoon of Mortimer, right, which turned into Mickey, is now this multi-billion, trillion, whatever dollar franchise where, honestly, the sun truly never does set on Disney. We have 5, almost 6 wonderful ships, and I am just endlessly grateful that I can do this kind of tour and give you guys this vacation that hopefully you will never forget and enjoy for the rest of your cruise.
Okay, so that was a lot of fun, and I like the fact that she did talk about at the very beginning that depending on who you have as the tour person for it, it could change because they have 60 pages of things. But I did like knowing about being on the starboard side, you get a starfish. If you're on the port side, because it's 4 letters, it's a fish. Concierge. And then knowing all about like how to find where you are based on the color of the carpet. That to me blew my mind. Like Kayla already told me that you look for the stars to tell you how from get to place. But man, so, and then they did talk about doing the behind the scenes. Me and Kayla were just talking about how I would love to go up and like look at the bridge and stuff and like see that. But I can't get what they're still doing. It's still just be safe than sorry with everything, so. But right now, I have about 20 minutes until the cruise line trivia happens, because I really want to see if I know my knowledge now, because I've learned more about the cruise lines now than I have in the past. So that was really cool. I have to really keep track of, so like I said, start out with the black and white, and as you go up, it just keeps gradually getting more color to it to wake you up. That is so cool. Plus, like she said, it tells you where we are. So big Walt Disney means we're near the Walt Disney Theater. So something that she told us about that's actually no longer a thing anymore, but you see like the outlines of like paparazzi. Well, there used to be a sensor in it, and that when you passed it, it would then flash. But they had to end up getting rid of it because people assumed, oh, it's a flash, it means you took my picture somewhere. And then they had to shut it off because too many people were complaining that you took my picture, and they weren't. They were just doing an effect. So this is the Evolutions like lounge, and what's insane is all the colors in the back over here. Also, if you want to see the menu, I think it lights up as soon as you open it. Oh wow, it does kind of like light up, but there's kind of your menu of everything. Now this is also if you had to pay for. And as the burning question is, how do we do on Disney Cruise Line trivia? 10 out of 20. We were a little upset because I was so confident in the president of the Walt Disney Company when the Magic sailed. That was Frank Wells, but I think by that point he already had passed away. So it was Michael Eisner. So I was very upset by that one. And then they said, what's not a specialty day at sea? And we said it was Pixar because Pixar hasn't started yet, but also Star Wars has stopped for the time being. So it was a little frustrating on that. So, oh well. 10 out of 20. If we had won, we would have gotten the luggage tag. Ooh, they redimmed the lights now, so this is what it looks like probably the majority of the time. They had all the lights up because of the trivia.
So please welcome your host, it's Lorna! Here she comes, she is coming! Hello everybody! It's always a good time here! Welcome to Evolution! We are your British hosts today, all the way from sunny England. Who is ready to reveal all the secrets of the family? So, what we are looking for today, we are looking for 4 families, okay? 4 families that are not shy to reveal the secrets, okay? Now, we're looking for in each family a grown-up to play alongside a junior cruiser, okay? And it's very important that everyone in the team can read and write.
I still love just trivia and everything else because it is so much fun, especially okay, so the cruise line trivia, I was upset because I thought we knew more. But then you do the family game show one, as long as you're not part of it, it's kind of fun because it was like dads and their kids, and I don't know, it's just funny. I don't know why, but it just shows that you can still do stuff on days at sea and not feel like you're bored and not enough to do, because there's still so much to do that I haven't had a chance to see, and we still have one more full day at sea. Plus, we're probably gonna get off the ship just for a little bit tomorrow, but we're not gonna be off the ship like we were for Castaway Cay. So pretty much our entire day out here, we have been kind of riding the coastline of Cuba. You can actually see a lot of those mountains off in the distance, kind of behind that haze. I mean, we are still very far away from Cozumel, and we found out that actually this ship can only go up to 24 miles an hour at the absolute fastest. So explains why we need a whole day at sea to get from Castaway Cay to Cozumel. Not also formal night, and didn't dress up one bit for it. Oh well. And not me also running late to get to dinner. I sent Kayla, her grandma, and her mom up so that I could catch up so they could order my food for me. I am running very late. I got sidetracked by a project. Alright, so Animator's Palate dinner, very good. I think so far that's my favorite appetizer, because I got the black truffle pasta. I think so far that has been my favorite one so far. And then the beef I got tonight was very good. I've been very good about not eating too much beef, because the last time I ate too much, I got very sick of it. And then our dessert had the cheesecake fudge. Like it was like a chocolatey cheesecake. So good. And then Kayla had a cookies and cream sundae. Of course I had to try a little bit of that because why not? So, but about 30 minutes until we need to go to, about 30 minutes until we need to go up and to get our spots for Beauty and the Beast, the Broadway production. So we're gonna walk around, especially on deck 11, because it's my favorite place to walk around. So there's a reason why we need a day at sea. So we started in Miami, went up to Castaway Cay, rather than Port Canaveral, but then we came back, followed this line. You can see where we've been to where we are. We're right now still about to pass Cuba, and we still have to go here. Thing is, ship can only go 24 miles an hour, and we're still going close to, we're still probably got another couple 100 miles or so away from Cozumel. So then, of course, then you can think about it, we then have to turn around and go back to Miami. So that's why we need 2 full days at sea. Also, we did get more stuff. We will be doing a full haul of what everything we've got, tell you what we got from, and everything else, and including fish extenders on a Disney cruise ship. My favorite things about just a Disney cruise in general is the fact that it seems like every time I look around, it looks like that they're always vacuuming, they're cleaning, they're painting. It really showcases the detail they take into these ships. They keep them looking as best as possible. It's something that I wish the parks look like more. Like being on a cruise, and I know it's different because it's more contained within a ship, but I mean, when you think about it, this is probably the length, I mean not the full length, but probably like half the length of Main Street USA with 13 levels. And they are always keeping everything nice and clean, nice and pristine. Just always blows my mind. What's really cool is that with everything going on, the captain and the cruise director came down and actually photos, and actually me and Kaylee got to take a picture with them, so I'll put that up right here. I don't think on the last cruise I didn't get a picture with him, but he walked around everywhere. I mean, everywhere, every 5 minutes, I feel like I saw him. So seeing them all around, it's kind of nice because they're all nice and lined up. They're all, I mean, it's just nice. They keep picking up things to help guests where they're supposed to be going. It's just like hanging out, almost like looking at all the people sailing on his ship right now. So cool little things. Alright, so Beauty and the Beast, that was probably my favorite. That was such a good show. And I love the fact they did use the Broadway version of it as well. I do think the Broadway version is the superior version of Beauty and the Beast, because I think the music's better, I think the overall aspect of it is a lot better. So it was so good. I think it was better than Tangled and the original show for the Magic. Now it's gonna be a couple more nights, so it won't be tomorrow night, but the next night after. That's where they will have the Dreams original show. But I don't know if it's gonna top Beauty and the Beast. That was really stinking good. So if you want a tip, is that the ice cream or the monster, like where you get unlimited soft serve, they do have banana again. Kayla wanted banana, so chocolate on top. But they do have cups next to it, so if you don't want a cone, you can eat it out of a cup. Also means you just can get more, so it's kind of a bonus. Something if you're like me, I love to explore the ship at night because it's just really nice to see everything, plus it's a little bit quieter. I can see things that I haven't got to see throughout the day and get some really good photos as well. That's been my biggest thing. I've been taking some really good photos. Can't wait to show you guys those, especially on Instagram, because I've been really trying to step up my photo game a little bit. So make one quick trip back down to Main Atrium, see if there's anything going on. I forgot they were doing a little like party down here. I thought it'd be quiet. I guess not. Oh well, it's pretty cool. They have Goofy, Pluto, Donald sits over there somewhere. I should have got up to 4, stayed up there. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it an evening. It's about 10:45 at night. Ordered room service, so cheese pizza like normal. But even got a Mickey bar to go with it as well. But overall, just a really, really stinking good day here out doing our day at sea. Like I said, the Beauty and the Beast show, it's probably the best show I've ever seen on Broadway style or Broadway in general. I think it was done so well. I wish they had done Evermore, but I can see why you can't do everything, unfortunately. So, but it was pretty cool. We got to see the captain earlier. Carly, the cruise director, was downstairs at one point earlier. They had a whole party out here, but overall, it's been a very good day. So, tomorrow we are at Cozumel, Mexico. Don't know how much we're going to be off the ship. Don't know if we have to be tenured back and forth. Well, we'll see. But with all that being said, I do head back up to the room to get some well-deserved rest. We will see y'all tomorrow at Cozumel.